Hello, this is Charles with Hutmaker Homes, and we are in Guilford at our next project. And with me is Joel from the Guilford Preservation Alliance. They came out here to tell us the history of our house, our project. And Joel, what can you tell us about the highway, for example? How old are we around here?
Well, Charles, first of all, I guess mostly I'm in my capacity today. I do represent the Preservation Alliance, but I'm also the municipal historian for Guilford. And we actually compliment you on what you've done with this old house. It's a circa 1870 house. It's on the Historic Resources Inventory in Guilford. And we were given notification by you that you were going to be doing some demo or renovation or rehab, and under the delay of demolition ordinance, we are here today to just kind of see the scope of your project and to make sure, hopefully, that the frame of the house will be preserved and the house is not going to be peeled away and actually demolished. But this is the road you ask about is the old Guilford Durham Turnpike. This house was built circa 1870 in the late Greek Revival or semi-quasi-Italianate style, gable end of the road. And it was built for a prosperous farmer named Richard Christopher Wilcox, who had Cloverdale Farm in the rear of this property. And this was quite a landmark house for many years, and from the looks of it, you're going to maintain it as a landmark house.
Well, we're going to try. We love old houses, and we love to renovate them. If you look at our logos, it actually looks like our house, you know, but we love to keep the old structure because people love the quality of an old house. You know, obviously, it'll be renovated with new electric and new plumbing and whatnot. But was there anything, you know, historic of the house inside that you could see that we're keeping that's nice, or I don't know? You tell me.
Well, yes. I think first of all, because you do have a bent or an appreciation for older homes, and my sense of it was that you're not getting it carried away with demolition. The timber frame is going to be kept intact.
Definitely.
The floors are going to be kept intact. While you may lose the windows, and while you want to preserve a high R value for insulating every space, you are saving features such as the floors, and I understand the fireplace surrounds.
Oh yes, the fireplace mantle is gorgeous. Yes.
The risers and treads in the stairways, which have that, communicate with you with that worn look. Even the worn handrail going up to the second floor, and the balusters and the banister and the newel post. So by and large, while this is not a pure restoration here in Guilford at 700 Durham Road, there are elements of restoration that you are sensitive to.
Right.
So, you know, I think we compliment you for what you're doing today. Jonathan Worth is with me, and I guess you'll be chatting with him in a few minutes. He'll make some further comments on what he observed here, and we'll be watching this project very carefully.
One more question for you. You mentioned restoration versus renovation. What would you say is the difference between the two?
Well, restoration, as you probably have gathered, would be to bring the home back precisely to what it was in 1870.
Plaster, lab,
and
everything.
You'd be getting a plaster in here, and you'd be very detailed with all the trim and so forth and so on. But the rehabilitation that you're doing here is to save what's here without replicating what was here and preserving what you can. So it's kind of a mixture of the two. There's some elements of restoration, but mostly it's a rehab renovation. And from the looks of things, hopefully things will turn out quite nice.
Well, thank you very much.
We'll be following this, Charles.
Oh yes, we'll see you.
Great job.
Thank you.